How's it going, super friends? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Brad, the DC Universe Geek, for those of you who may not know. And today, I wanted to actually open up another big box, just like I did last time, only this one's much bigger. You guys thought that the box of Kenner Total Justice action figures had a lot of stuff in it? Well, wait until you get a load of what's in this one. Inside of this box, we have a slew of paper towel. No, it's not just paper towel. It's also crumpled paper. No, it's not just crumpled paper either. In here, it is nothing but Superman stuff! Everything in this box is from the Kenner Man of Steel collection. The Kenner Man of Steel collection was a set of action figures that, if you were a Superman fan in the 90s and you'd been there all along, right from Superman's fight with Doomsday to his funeral, then his blackout in comics, no Superman comics published, and then the return with the reign of the Supermen, so you had Steel, Superboy, Eradicator, and Cyborg Superman. The one thing you will have noticed is that there were no action figures based on it until, boom, there was in 1996, when us Superman fans went completely bananas over these. So Wave 1 was all the characters that you really loved, except for we never got a Cyborg Superman. That kind of sucked. But I'm just going to pull these out in no particular order, though. We got Superboy, and Superboy was from Wave 1. We've got Steel, John Henry Irons. Yep. We got, oh, this is Luthor. He was from a latter wave. So Lex Luthor. We've also got, that's right, Conduit. A villain who was kind of part of Superman's history for a while in the comics, and then they kind of said, ah, he's boring, and they got rid of him. We got, uh-oh, this one's popped off the bubble already. The glue stopped holding. This is a variant, Ultra Shield Superman. I gotta be careful with him, because I don't want the figure to pop right off. Street Guardian Superman. See, we're getting into some of the variants that I'm not, you know, I'm not a variant guy. You guys know me, right? We've got Ultra Heat Vision Superman, because I guess Superman needed a suit to use his heat vision properly. We've also got, see, there's more. There's so much more. We have Solar Suit Superman. We have, oh, a second Solar Suit Superman. I got two of them, that's right, because two came with the order. And then we have your basic Power Flight Mule Superman. I've got another one you might have noticed back there on the wall. So I've got one I'm going to keep on card, the one that I can actually take out. I've got Laser Superman. That's him in the black regeneration suit. Now, I had the whole first wave. I had Superman, Superboy, Steel, Laser Superman. I had the entire first wave of figures. But I never got any past that. And so a lot of the ones I've already shown you, I never owned because I just couldn't get my hands on them. But there's not just that, there's also the 2-packs. So we've got the Superman Doomsday 2-pack, Hunter Prey versus, it's part of the Hunter Prey storyline. There was like a mini-series where Superman had to finally go and actually deal with Doomsday because the Cyborg Superman didn't actually deal with him. He just tied him to a rock and blasted him off in space, is essentially what he did. So he wasn't really dealt with. So Superman had to go and deal with Doomsday because he was having some of his demons come back to haunt him. He wasn't even sleeping at night. He was so just thinking about Doomsday. You know, even though he was terrified of him, he still had to go and deal with him. And then we have another 2-pack, which is the Full Assault Superman, where he comes with a tattered up costume. And he also has Massacre. Massacre, as far as I'm concerned, was in some ways a little bit like Despero, but not really. Anyway, he was another Superman villain from the 90s that was used a little bit more than he is now. And what else does we got in the box? Oh, we got the Superboy Cycle, the VTOL Cycle. I had that actually for a little while till it got broken. I found it at a thrift shop. I got kids though, so yeah, it got broken. And then I've also got, see, this box just keeps going. The Superman Man of Steel Matrix Conversion Coupe. It comes with a Clark Kent figure as well, which I thought was really cool. I mean, I would have bought it just for the Clark Kent figure, but you put one figure in and then you do the conversion thing and then it comes out with another figure. You'll see it during the review. I've also got, this is one that I've been really stoked about. His Kryptonian battle suit Right on. I wanted this back in the day. I was 16 when the first wave hit, because it came out in 1996. And so there was a time when I wasn't collecting. It's the same reason why I missed the Total Justice. But the last figures that I ever got were the 1996 Wave 1 Kenner Man of Steel figures. I never got any after that, really. I think I got a few here and there, like I mentioned before, but I wasn't really actively collecting because I was into rock and roll and all kinds of other stuff. It's a long story. The cool thing is you can still see the price tags of some of the places where these are bought. Like this was bought at KB Toys. So for a lot of you, that's going to be a trip down memory lane right there. But there's still more in the box. I know. There wasn't just action figures that they put out for the Man of Steel. Now, I don't have them all. I do want to let you know there are a few in here that I actually do not have. But I do have most of the figures for the Man of Steel collection. But they also did other stuff. Here was a statue. Mullet Superman. It's almost like they were going with the mullet for the long haul, they thought at this point. Because mullets will never be not cool. And then the back of the box here. Yep. And one more item from the Man of Steel, ages 5 and up. It was I believe this was a deluxe figure of some sort, realistically styled from Superman comic book series. Limited edition collector's special. It's basically like a Mego styled Superman figure. Right up. It was their attempt at being fancy. And this is actually from Kmart. The original price tag still on it. So there you go. Another trip down memory lane. So yeah. And then also, also there's more paper towel in the box. But isn't that awesome? A gigantic box full of Kenner Man of Steel collection figures. I'm going to be making, I don't know how many videos on this. I know that I can't really milk this for too long because people tend to lose interest. And it's cool. It's like a walk down memory lane, especially for those of you who are my age, but there's not a lot to talk about with these figures as far as articulation and stuff like that. So the videos, they can technically be shorter, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to tackle them. I keep looking down at this great big pile of Superman stuff, and maybe I'll do 2 or 3 videos out of it. Maybe I'll do something like that, 2 or 3 videos. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, that's and that's why I got the Eradicator, because the Eradicator goes with them. Now, sadly, on a final note, I do lament the fact that they decided against producing a Cyborg Superman figure, which would have made sense because then we would have had all 4 of the imposter Supermans during the reign of the Superman storyline. That would have been kind of neat. Rather than including villains that maybe people didn't know as much about or didn't care as much about, like maybe instead of having Massacre, it could have been Cyborg Superman and Superman. That would have been an interesting 2-pack, but what are you gonna do? That's why customizers exist. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. It's a little taste of what's to come on the channel. There'll be full reviews of all these figures, probably in their more simplistic form rather than the videos that I take a long time, like 2 and 3 days to edit, just because the newer ones I can kind of get away with that, but with the older figures, I know that it's kind of got to be bang, 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 or people are going to lose interest in what they're watching, so they'll probably be in a more simplistic form, but there will be videos made about them, and I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you next time in the next video. If you'd like to see more of the things that I do on this channel, a DC Comics exclusive fan-based channel, then hit the subscribe button and ding the bell so you get notified of new videos, and you will be officially a super friend and a member of the DC squad. And I will see you next time with the next one, super friends. Please take care and have a DC day.